sometime we'll write code to verify to field. Okay, code to verify compose option. Okay, here code to verify subject field. Okay, clear? Now I have 3 tests. For all these tests, this is one class. After login, verify the fields. So this name also I am changing like verify fields. Okay, after login. Okay, I changed my class name also to verify fields after login. Okay, after login I have to verify this. And if you want, we can add a number of test cases like verify username contains on top welcome Venkat, like that, whatever the username you will use, is it showing or not, like that we can verify any. Consider they started Gmail first time. Okay, they developed it and we are going to test it. First time we tried manually. For regression every time we need to do it right. So we are going to automate it. Okay. Now for all these, what is the precondition? First we should log in, right? So either you want to do this or this for this. For all these test cases, this class, this is considered it's a test class. Verify related test class. Verifying fields test class. It contains, it has tests of all fields verifications. Okay, it has test cases of all fields verifications. Okay, here just 3 fields only I mentioned. Okay, now for all these, what is the precondition? Login is the precondition. Hello? Yeah. Are you asking anything?
No, I just joined. Go ahead, please. Yeah.
Okay. So for all these test cases, login is mandatory, right? Public wide login. Okay. So this is not a test case login. It's a precondition for this full class, right? For this, how many tests are present in this class? For all those test cases, precondition is login, right? So there is a method login I am going to write because login related statements I have to write, right? So code to login. But how can I make this method as precondition to all these tests? That means before running these tests, it should run login, right? It should run login. So how can I specify that one to test ng? So here somehow I have written the code. How many lines of code is there for login? Those I have implemented inside login method. But I should inform the test ng before executing these test cases, you go and execute this login method because it is a precondition for all of my test cases. You log in once, that is enough, and then execute all the tests. I want to tell this one to test ng. For that, we have another annotation called before class. Okay, at the rate before class. If you write this annotation at the rate before class, okay, at the rate before class, if you write before any method, this is my method. Okay, if I want to make this method as a precondition and it should execute once for this class before running these test cases, I should make this method as before, sorry, I should add before class annotation before this login. Okay, after adding that, it is showing import. When you try to import, it is showing two things. One is JUnit, another one is testng annotation, second one. Okay, always you import org.testng.annotations. Okay, so same annotations are available in another framework, JUnit also. Okay, like how testng is one kind of test management framework. Similarly, we have different framework JUnit also. Okay, it has some disadvantages compared to that one. TestNG has better. Okay, some better features. Okay, so that is the reason in Selenium we are going to use TestNG. Okay, NG means next generation. Okay, so I am importing that class also. Okay. Now, what happens here? How it will execute? The order will see. Okay, first it should execute. It will start executing. When I click run as test engine, it will execute before class. Okay, after entering into this class, what it will do? It will execute before class map. Okay, before class annotation. Where is it available? Before login it is there, so it will execute this method. After executing before class, what it will do, it will go to all test cases. Okay, once it finishes the test cases, similarly like before class we have something called after class annotation also. Okay, so for example in this, anyhow we are not going to do anything. If it is a file related or something, file related operations are some test cases. File opening is like a before class, and file closing after all test cases is we have to write inside after class. Okay, in our scenario I am going to write closing. We do it right, close the browser. That operation I am going to perform inside this. Okay, public void close windows.
So this before class will work even kind of before the public static void main also. Okay. Before.
Hello.
We have this public static void main. So this before class will be working. I mean, it will, so this is to call that particular method first, right?
Okay. No, not that. Here, no main concept. Okay.
Okay.
Clear? Whenever it try to execute this class, inside that it will check for this class. One before class is there means it will execute that. If it is not there, it will not execute. Okay. In case of testng, we no need of main method. We don't need it. Okay.
Okay.
So here after class. Okay, we have another annotation after class. I am importing it. Here close windows. Okay, like what I will add here is sysout closing all the Windows code. Okay. Now, just let me run once. After running, we'll see, and then we'll add actual code here instead of this. Okay. So, test case. Each test is like one test case. Before executing all the test cases, what it will do for each class, one time it will execute before class. If any method is there with that annotation, it will execute that. At the end, before finishing, That means after running all the test cases, okay, it will check for after class. Is there any method with the after class annotation? If some method is there, it will execute that one also. Okay, now see here, 3 tests. Okay, what are the test names? Verify compose option, verify subject field, verify to field. Okay, and first of all, it executed before one, right? Before class. What is there in before class? Code to login. That's why we are seeing here code to login. After that, see code to login. After the test cases, whatever the test cases we have mentioned. Another one, at the end, after executing all the tests, it will execute at the rate after class. Okay, whatever is there inside that one, it executed. Okay, this is how we can see the result. Okay, after that, here till now whatever we are seeing is from console. You guys see here in my screen. Okay, console is there. Beside console, one more option, results of running class. If you click on that, this is the one. Okay, first one is from Java console, another one is from test engine. What it will do is it will show like some images and all. What are the tests? Okay, verify fields after login is a class. Inside that class, 3 tests are there. Each test, how much time it has taken and all it will show here. Okay, so passed 3 tests, okay, and failed 0 and skipped 0. Like that with the small images it will show. Is it clear? So you can see output either in console, just it's a plain text. If you want some diagrammatic represent, okay, you can see here. All are passed, 3 tests. Okay, what is that default test, default suit, we'll see later. Okay, for now, verify fields after login is inside that 3 tests are there. It executed those 3 tests. Okay. Now, can we write the code inside this? How to log in and all? Or shall we see after that? 2 ways are there. We'll go with annotations first, and then we'll go to we'll go to that code and we'll edit, copy paste from there in the sense from previous programs, and we'll use it here. Another way is first we'll do that and then we'll go to annotations. Okay, let me try this one only first. Okay, so instead of this, instead of simply sysout, we are going to do login code. Okay, login related. Sometime back I mentioned click operations and all are required everywhere, right? That's why yesterday we have written one class helper. That helper I am going to import here, or else just copy paste to this one. You can write extends. One way is copy paste, but that is not good. We'll extend that class. Okay. Helper is there in Eclipse, Selenium, and these two are not in same project. That's why it is not showing here. Okay, let me copy paste this to that project where we are working. Otherwise, I have to keep the path of this one in build path. now in the same project I have helper file also. There click operations and all available. I am extending that. Okay. Now login related code we have to add here. Okay. Now we will go to that another one where we have login code and we paste here. Under Selenium. First thing, to log in also, okay, first we have to add all this. Login till where? Till this path. Click on next, password, username, next call. Okay, here I am writing login code. Okay, to log in, what is required first? First we have to create object of browser. Okay, it's a Chrome browser, so Chrome browser related object I created, and then I am opening the URL and then clicking on it. Okay, now all these XPaths and all are not available, right? So here you copy paste those. Later we can change that one also in step by step. Because everywhere we have to find the XPath. Okay, that XPath we have to pass as argument. So these are the XPaths. So now no issue. Just we'll run login. Will it work or not? We'll see. After running login, we'll add other two methods also. Now here, what are we doing? We have attempted code for @ before class. Okay. Here it is waiting. Reason is I gave 30 seconds time. After click on Gmail, sometimes we were getting sign in and with some advertisements, different option, right? For that purpose, I gave 30 seconds sleep and I kept that statement of clicking on that sign in try catch. Okay, when it finds the elements, it will proceed. If you don't find, it will be keep on searching till that 30 seconds time or whatever we will set till max timeout. Okay, that's why it is waiting here. Okay.
Yeah.
So 30 seconds over. So it completed. It clicked on those. Okay. Before it loads only, it is loading. If you see here. Okay. But by the time our tests are completed, okay, execution of the program is very fast compared to operations what we perform on GUI. That is the reason we need sleeping mechanism. That means that wait mechanism. Okay, here see. First one closing all the code to verify compose option is one test case. Here first thing is code to login. Okay, it executed @ before class. Okay, inside that code is there. That is the reason it launched the browser and all. And then after click on Gmail, login page loaded directly. So no advertisement page and all. Okay, that's why there it's waiting 30 seconds. Okay, now after that test cases started. What are the tests? Verify compose option. Okay, verify subject field, verify to field. Okay, for these three we'll add the code now. After that we have to add the code to close all the windows. That is simple driver.quit anyhow one line statement. Okay. Now, what is the state of each test? See here, pass and fail, it will show only for tests, not for the previous execution and after execution. Okay, it will consider only at the rate tests or test cases. What is the state of it? It will show. Okay. Now, login is clear. After that, verify. Verify code to verify compose button. Okay, whether it's available or not, we'll check. Okay, if it is available, we'll say it's there. Otherwise, we'll say it's not there. Okay. After launching, clicking, and login, next step is compose, right? So here we are going to just to check whether that element exists or not. For that, no need to click, right? So what we will do is to exist or not, just will do find an element with the text path. If it finds an element, good. We'll say okay, element found and test passed. If it did not find the element, anyhow that find element or wait until method will throw us the exception. Okay. So where is it? Compose path. So how to verify? First of all, you need the X path of that element, compose element. Okay. So driver dot find element. 1 second. Here now we'll get a problem like you guys can observe here. If I click driver dot, see here generally driver dot find we should see, right? It is not showing me the option of find element and all because I don't have any driver object inside this test method, right? Because this whatever we created here is local to this login method, right? So we don't get the driver. That is the reason driver object you keep it as instance variable. That means inside class will create variables, right? There you add that one, okay? And it can in login it can assign the value to that driver. In next methods we can use because instance variables are available to all. Now I can see find element and all. Guys, is it clear? Any doubt in this? Okay.
This is Rohan.
Yeah.
Maybe I might have missed something. Usually when we call methods, right, we need to create object then dot method. But here, this click and enter input, we are calling like simply writing click and enter input, right? We are not calling like object,
By object, right?
reference variable dot.
We are not calling to object. Why are we not calling? That is your question, right?
Correct. I mean here directly we are. I mean how to
because
click.
Yeah, correct. Click and send enter data. These two methods, right? Enter input and click, right? These two I got into my class through extends. I am using inheritance here. Those two are members of helper class. If I extend some other class, those members I can use like my own class members without creating object. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
So here we can do one thing is verify. We can do two options here. Verify in the sense find the element. If element exists, okay, make it pass. Or else if you are able to click means element exists, right? Either way we can write code. Okay, if you want to write driver dot find element and then find element by XPath and XPath of that is compose button. Compose options XPath. Okay, if I do like this, what it will do? This guy will find the element of it, okay, and he will return to me. That is one way. Okay, once if I find the element means that option is available there. Okay, another one is if this guy find element, instead of finding element, if I do click, what it means? Element is there and I am able to click. That also fine. Okay, you can write in either way. Okay, either finding the element or click. If you are going to do find element, then we have to add some of the statements like once if you find element, okay, web element. What is that web element? Compose element. Compose element. Okay. Compose element I am finding, and after finding, just generally if you did not find the element, if that option is not there in that, it will not find this element. At that time what this find element will return? It will return null. See here. Here we can see find element. What it will do is find element. It will return the object if it finds, otherwise it will return no element found like that exception. Okay, so to check, try I can write, okay, if element found, it will go smooth, otherwise that guy will throw exception, right? He will throw the exception. If you handle the exception, test case will not fail. I will tell you this. You will only understand. Let me run it one time. See here. Here I am finding the element. If that element W, when we will get value to compose element, if it finds the element. If you did not find the element for that XPath, that means that element is not there or that option is not there. Okay, at that time what it will do, it will throw the exception. If it throws exception, sys out element not found. Element not found. If you don't have proper sleeping mechanism, here see, did we add any sleep to find the element? No, right? Simply we are telling find the element. Though element is available, page might be taking some time. At that time what happens? It will throw an exception like element not found, because no waiting mechanism, so it will not wait, it will throw. At that time test case will fail. So best approach is we have to write waiting logic here. Okay? Clear? Now let me run it. This test case you will understand. What are we expecting here? After login, compose option should be there. If it is there, if that element is found, immediately we will, if it finds, immediately it will return the element. If it did not find, it will throw the exception. If it throws exception means it will come to catch block. If it is coming to catch block means what is it meaning? Element not found. Okay, in this scenario here it will come to this statement, element not found. This one we got means what is it meaning? Element is not there. Though test case will pass. We'll see once. Okay, because though element is not available and we are getting proper error, still test case will pass. Because here nowhere we mention like make this test fail if this condition happens. Okay, got it? For that, how to make a test case fail? Okay, there is something called assert dot fail. Okay, if you write assert dot fail, then it will make the test case as fail. Okay, see here, code to login is successful. After that, code to login till here to here. After that, test case started. Code to verify compose option. After click on login, immediately page will not be loaded immediately. Right? That is the reason we got element not found. See, code to verify compose option in that method execution, we got element not found. That means test case should fail, but test passed. Did you guys understand the problem here? Hello?
Yeah, yes, Venkat, got it. Yeah. So like it was
Right?
look, yeah.
Yeah.
The button, but since it was didn't load, so it executed.
Correct. It throwed. So it should fail the test. When it enters and it got the exception means it should fail the test. Still, it is passing the test because we did not write any statement like fail this test if this condition happens like that. Okay. Now, how to make it that one? Assert dot fail. There is something called assert. Okay, for that assert class, there is a method fail. Okay, element not found. Show this error message and then make your test fail. Okay, because of this assert dot fail, this time it will fail the test. Okay, in previous time, if you see, three tests passed. Three tests passed. Though we got element not found, okay, compose is not there. Forget about sleep. Okay, here if you write the sleep logic, it will work. Consider though sleep is available, element somehow compose button is missing. Actually, code issue is there, compose button is missing. What happens? It will wait till that sleep time max sleep time and then it will throw exception element not found. At that time also we did not write assert dot fail in exception. Okay, so what happens? It will pass the test. So that is the reason to make your tests fail. You should use assert dot fail. Okay, assert dot fail you should use to make your test cases fail. When I have to make this test fail, if any exception comes, like element not found. Okay, when it comes, it will come to catch block definitely. Inside catch, I am making it fail. If it finds, it will not enter into catch. So this fail statement will not be executed. So test will pass when element find. It found the element. Okay. Now this time it should fail. One test case should fail. So at the rate before class, at the rate after class will be executed one time for one class. Okay. Okay, when I run next time, I will decrease the sleep time. Okay, it is taking more sleep, maybe 60 seconds I might have given. Okay, see here, test already completed there, still it is loading. Okay, this time we should get failures 1. See here, earlier test 3 failures 0 in last time. Okay, this time test 3 1 failure. Okay, got it? Element not found. Okay, element not found. We got it, and then it we made the test fail, assert dot fail. That's why one test case failed. Why did we make it? Because element not found. So you make the test fail. Okay. So whenever you write assert dot fail, it will throw the exception and it will fail the test. Okay. And the error message is element not found. Whatever you will pass as an argument to fail method, that will show. Okay. Any doubt in this?
Before test is a prerequisite for all the test cases in the class. Is that correct?
Which one? Could you please repeat?
Before test,
Yeah, before test. You are asking is it mandatory?
is it mandatory? If some of the tests inside, if it does not need that, say for example, this login is mandatory for all the test cases that once you log in and do compose and things like that. But if there's a test case that needs the user to log out and log back in that case, what would you do?
Okay, 1 second. This is not mandatory. Depends upon scenario, we'll write this. And it will be executed only once. Okay? It will not execute for all the tests. Before all tests starts, it will execute this. Okay? If your precondition is different for each test. Okay, if you want to run something before each test. Okay? This is like one time only. One time for class.
Oh, okay, got it.
Okay, if you want to run for each method, something if you want to run for each method, okay, at the time some other annotations are there. We'll see those later. Okay, this will be executed only once. That is the reason that login thing is happening only one time, not for all the tests. Before starting all the tests, only one time only code to login. That means this login step is happening. Okay?
Okay.
So here, as I said earlier, you can do this. Okay? Or else, actually here problem is we have to wait for some more time. If you wait, test will pass, right? Before loading only. So that wait mechanism will add here. Okay? From this class we'll copy paste that wait logic, and then you know wait logic, right? Here create a WebDriver wait and then pass driver object as argument and set some time so that it will wait that much time, and use wait until that element presence or clickable or some property is met. Okay, now that is clear. Actually here test should not fail this time, because though element is present, it is loading and it is taking some time. Before that only it's making our test fail, saying that element not found. That is not good. So we have to add the wait logic here. Wait logic here till page loads. Okay. So this is, you can comment it. If element present means it will click. If it is not present means anyhow this click method will throw the exception. That is the reason. Okay, instead of adding wait logic here and finding, what I am doing is I am just clicking on compose. Is it okay? Guys, is it okay? Verifying compose option means if it verifies, if it is, it will verify, if it is available, it will return the element and we are going to click it. If it is not there, it will fail to click. Okay, before click operation, inside click, finding is there anyhow. It will find this element here. If it is unable to find, it will throw exception. At that time, anyhow, test will fail. Okay. Instead of adding these two statements inside my program, I am calling click method because for next test also we need to verify. Okay. For that, anyhow, we have to do click operation. Okay. Here we can add those two statements also. That is up to. Now, port to verify to field. Okay, to field. If I am able to enter some data means that is fine. Another one is wait. Similarly, you write wait logic. Find element and two element XPath and then try catch. Okay. Here, what I am going to do is instead of writing that, I am going to just enter some data to field. That means that field is available. Okay. Similarly, verify subject field. Okay. So here I am going to take this data to address I am going to enter and some subject and send fields, all this let me take. So to field available means it will enter. Okay, to address inside that. If it is not there, then definitely it will fail, right? Another one, subject means enter some subject, control X, and for this subject one. Okay. After entering that, what I am going to do, close all the windows. Okay, I am not going to send the mail, just I am going to close all. Okay, I am not doing sign out also, just to close means driver dot quit or close you can use. Okay, or else you send the mail after adding all those and then close. Anything is okay, fine. Okay, here is it clear? Any doubt in this? Guys?
So
Yeah, tell me.
can you go back to that compose try catch only use, right?
Yeah, compose here. Yeah.
So so here, see that so that part when it couldn't find out the compose element, it gave the exception, and then you gave the answer dot fail. With that only it identified that something is failed, right? That the account has. So so here I mean now you gave this direct function for click and driver compose path now. So here that also should fail now, right? Like if it is not finding the compose path.
Yeah, if it correct. If okay, actually here you are telling like if it is unable to find here at that time also it should fail. We don't have accept that fail. Is it your question? Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing is, see, whenever we are running our program, due to some reason, element not found or clickable or whatever it may be, okay, that we will get immediately exception, right?
Okay.
whenever we get exception automatically, if you are not handling means automatically Selenium will identify some issue is there and it will make the test automatically. Okay. If some exception comes means see here click. Okay. This click method, this guy will try to find the element. Consider element was not there in our page. Okay, it waited for 60 seconds.
So in the previous one, yeah. So my question is that in the previous one where you commented, we did not use the wait, and we directly used the driver and called the XPath, right?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not paid at that time. At that time, we have to use wait, and then we have to wait for that time, and we have to verify after that timeout after 60 seconds.
Oh, so you're telling that in this case it would not fail because you are giving through the wait, but in the other case, it's the wait and it will give errors. In that case, we definitely need to give try catch, and then only it will identify that failure is there, right? The catch. Okay.
Actually, let me explain you one more time. Generally, in our program, right, anywhere exception may come, right? Those exceptions, if you know and if you write that statement in try catch, see here, that catch is there means that you handled it. See here, earlier case, before page loading, intentionally we did not add waiting mechanism here. I want to make it fail intentionally. That is why we did not write. So it will fail. It will fail means if you don't write this try catch, what happens? Immediately it will throw the exception. Okay? Whenever you throw the exception, okay, if you are handling it means it will fail. Sorry, it won't fail. Okay? If you don't handle it will fail.
Okay.
So this, like, if you don't handle, then by default it considers as a failed, Venkat, right? If it doesn't find it.
1 second. Could you please repeat?
Yeah, Venkat. So if we don't handle, by default, like, it considers as a failed.
Fail.
It doesn't
Correct.
find. Yeah.
Correct.
If we handle
Sorry.
Go ahead. So if we handle the exception, then we need to mention whether we need to ask, we need to, fail it, or like what should be the case.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead, Robin, please. Sorry.
Whenever we are handling exception, okay, it won't consider like fail.
Yeah.
At that time, we have to explicitly write a statement fail because exception came.
Yeah.
Robin, any doubt?
Okay, maybe I confused this. So what I'm asking is, so now in this case, we handled it and then you gave the try catch to handle it and gave the answer of fail and then it identifies as a failure. So if we haven't given try catch here, then also it will fail. So if Eclipse will, if Selenium identifies and it will consider that as a failure, right? The count will be there still.
Yeah, you are telling like instead of.
So then why we supposed to use that try catch? Like if it already Selenium can catch, even though its try catch is not there and if it will consider as a failure.
Yeah, correct. Here, just to make the test case explicitly fail, I have used that one. Let me try this without that. Okay. Let me comment this. Okay. Okay, here automatically it should fail this time. Okay. 1 second. Something wrong here. Insert semicolon. Driver dot.
One more closing brace.
Closing brace for?
Sorry, one more. I think we need to put the bracket. Yeah. Okay.
No, not that one. Let me see. This is my method. Okay, inside that. try is not there. Okay, actually, okay, here I added extra one star and slash is there. That's why. Okay. Now we don't have any sleep logic, right? It will fail because before loading only automatically it should fail this time. One second, let me run it one more time. Here, driver dot find element. Okay, what it will do is, see driver dot find element. Let me move the cursor there. It will find, if element finds, it will give the element, otherwise it will return null or something. Okay, so that one it will not throw the exception. Wait that until will throw definitely exception if it did not find the element. Okay, if this find element, what it will do, we'll see. Okay, if it throws exception means definitely it will fail. Driver dot find element. Okay, just I am printing it. Now let me run it.
That is it possible to override the timing if you have given 30 seconds or 60 seconds for it to wait, and if the element loads within a couple seconds.
Correct. Actually, here it is not waiting for this element. Somewhere on top, right? Gmail like that with advertisement. Another one we were getting some time back.
Right.
Because after so this timeout also we can make as an argument to click method. While calling the click method, we can pass that time also. Okay.
Okay.
Instead of that fixed one based on operation. Okay.
Okay.
See, this time failure one. Okay. No, sorry, it is showing 3 failures. We'll see why. Okay, 2 types of data it is showing. Okay, we'll go to second one later. First one. Okay, here failures one. Okay, test failed, but the reason is failed. We'll see one by one. Yeah, all tests failed looks like. Verify subject failed. Okay, verify to field failed. And then one, verify compose option. It is not showing the status of that one also. Here, see here, if you see the output, compose element, right? Here, this find element, it is not throwing the exception. It is giving null or something. See, this slash slash, we'll see that. See, no, or not this one. verify compose option also fail. Here we added one. Okay. Failed configuration. Close windows. Closing all the windows. Next test started using that or something. Let me go through that. We compose one null pointer exception. That function itself throwing null pointer exception. Okay. After finding this one, it is not giving null. It is automatically throwing the exception. Throwing exception means it should fail, right? So tests fail. But why other tests failed, I will see once. I will see and let you know. Okay?
So it is throwing exception which we are not catching. But my question is that even then, so exception is we have handled, so it is showing the exception in the result itself, and also will it count that exception as a failure in the count of failures.
Okay, if you add catch and handle it, will it consider like fail? That is your question, right?
No. Okay, so my understanding is that this pass count and fail count, which is showing right in the results, so that is based on from the program what was passed and what was failed, right?
Yeah, correct. Passed and failed.
The count is showing. So in the previous one, we used try catch and caught it, and then it was showing the failure count as 1, right? Because it caught that particular one. So in this case, here we are not catching it, and the exception is showing in the null pointer exception itself. It is showing in the result. Then the fail count will become 1 or not, because we are not catching it, but there is an exception.
It should. This one should go to fail only.
Fail. So here also the count will come. So only my understanding is the difference is that there we are catching and printing a result. Here we are not catching. That's it, right?
Correct.
But the failure count in both the cases it will become +1, right?
+1.
The count.
Yeah, the count is 1 only because you are catching the exception and explicitly you are writing like fail, assert.fail. Irrespective of exception, suppose I have simple test case 1, there if I write no statements only assert.fail, it will make the test as failed. Okay?
But last time when you didn't give assert, it was not showing the count +1, right? But here, even though you are not...
Because at that time, I handled the exception, I did not make the test fail, right?
Okay. So here, as a default, it will show the test as fail, right? Even though you are not using try catch, it will show the what is exception plus default, it will fail also.
Right? See one thing, when program is executing, if any exception comes, okay, any exception comes, automatically it will fail the test if you don't handle it.
Okay, got it. Okay.
If you are handling it using try catch, scenario what happens will come to catch. We are handling it, so it will not go to the test ng or JVM. So it will consider like a normal flow only. You handle it, that means you are in proper way, no problem. At that time also, if you want to make it fail, exception came, so you want to make it fail after handling, you have to explicitly tell make this test fail by using assert.fail.
So this is only keyword for that, the assert?
Yeah, assert is class and fail is method. Okay?
Okay.
Similarly, we can skip the test cases also. I will show that one. Okay? So here I am going to click only. Okay? This output one I will explain you guys because it will show 2 times why is it showing 2 times and all. Okay, one is related to tests, another one is related to suits. Like that, 2 types are there. Okay, I will explain that one after some time. Okay. Now we are doing click. After that, enter the input. Okay, and then after that, code to verify subjected fail. So subject ID also we are verifying by entering something. Okay, if you are able to enter means it's fine. Okay. Now in previous just now all 3 failed because first one anyhow it threw the exception, it failed. It did not click on that. Once if it clicks, then only we can do verify of 2 field, right? So verification of 2 field also failed because previous click on compose failed. Once if you click on compose, then only we'll get 2 field and verify subject field. That is the reason it is showing here failures 3. Okay, then this one configuration failure 1 it is showing. What is it? I will check and let you know exactly. Maybe because of first test only. Okay. Clear? How many we executed in previous scenario? 3. Okay. Failures also 3. First one is it did not find the compose. Okay. Compose option because we did not give any timeout, so it failed. It failed and it did not click on compose. It did not click on compose, so we did not get the verify field and subject field. Once if you click on compose, then only we'll get these 2 options, 2 and subject, right? That is the reason it failed. Clear? Now let me run it because now we are going to click it instead of finding that element. This time it should pass 3 tests. Let it run background. Okay, we'll go and see here. Similarly, you can add like this any number of test cases. This after class will be executed 1 time and before class also will be executed 1 time for a class. Okay. Similarly, if I want to execute something for all the test cases, one common thing for all the test cases, and every time I have to run. At that time, we have some other annotation. Okay, before method. Okay, this time also 3 failures. We'll see that by using verify subject fail and then close. Okay. After close the windows. Let me run it one more time. I think here verify compose option is proper. Inside that anyhow we have wait logic, right? We did not change it, so it should pass this time. Maybe old one only. Sometimes it will take the old code only. Better what we will do is just rebuild the project, clean and rebuild and then run it. Okay. Build automatically and then run it. See, this time also 3 failed, previous time also 3 failed, and below one configuration 1 3 failed. Why is it? You understood, right, last time. Another one configuration failure one is like before and after fails, it will show that one. Okay, see here, somewhere we can find failed configuration is one, that is annotation after class closing windows also failed. Okay, that's it. Now let me run it one more time, and before that let me change the sleep time. Okay, though page loading fast, we are waiting more time. Let me make it 10 seconds. Run as test engine. Guys, did you understand that console output 3 failures? Because 3 tests failed. Okay, first one failed because of that one, second and third one. Those 2 tests also failed because once if you click on compose only, we'll get other 2 options. Okay, this time also it failed before it loads. See here, left side screen is not loading, by then it finished also. That means our wait mechanism might be having some issue. Okay, let me see. Clicking on console is failing. If it clicks properly there, then sorry, clicking on compose is failing. If it clicks there properly, other 2 will pass. Okay, another one is configuration failed. Windows, it failed to click on close windows also. Okay, now why is it failing, that we'll see. Verify fields. So verify compose option. Here the driver object is required, so we are passing the driver. Okay. Okay, this is the issue. See here, I am creating a local variable Chrome driver. Here local variable Chrome driver inside login, because I need the same driver in next methods also. For that, what I did here, Chrome driver equal to null, I made it. Okay, Chrome driver null, and here I am creating a local variable once again. So this local one login is working, but it is not assigning to instance variable. When we try to use that one inside verify compose option, in this one, here we are passing null. With null it is trying to click, that's why it's failing. Understood? Hello?
Yes.
Here, sometimes so I am creating a driver object, okay, Chrome driver object, and I am assigning to local variable driver inside this method. But I need same driver in next test also. But yeah, I am by mistake, what I did is I assigned to local variable. Due to that, my instance variable get that Chrome driver object. Okay, that's why it's failing. Okay, so this Chrome driver you remove, so that whatever instance variable is there, for that only we are going to assign it now using this. Okay, this time it should pass.
But still that Chrome driver is null, right? Like in the locally you gave the
No, here locally I created and assigned its address to a instance variable.
okay.
Driver variable. Okay.
Yeah, correct, right? So creation can be anywhere, but that address you assign to instance variable so that all methods can use it. In previous step, what I did is by mistake I assigned to local one only because I wrote one more time Chrome driver, so it assigned to local one and it failed. Okay, and this time also looks like it is showing some are failing. We'll see what is the issue.
I mean, here also we are not giving any value to driver, right? Other than null here. Like when you in the top you gave the Chrome driver drive is equal to null. So there directly we can write new Chrome driver, right? Instead of null.
Okay, that you are telling like we can do this one, right?
Yeah.
That object creation is not possible in place of instancing this one. We'll see once, will it work or not. As per my understanding, we should not create object here. Okay? We'll see if it works, then fine. I modified that and then we are see here the error is test.ng exception verified and as a helper and who is returning that error is reflect in our case test.ng. This one is showing error. 29th line. Okay, it may not show error, but it is not allowed to create object. Inside method only we should do that. Okay.
Okay.
Verify login fields. This is the class and that is the 29th line. If you click on that, it is highlighting that. Okay.
Oh, okay. So I got that. So okay.
Only string objects we can create like this in double quotes. All other things just we have to declare the variables here. Okay.
So you declared the variable here and gave a value for the driver inside the first method. So but for the so my question is that same thing, this giving value, so that we are not doing in the other method. So how those methods will get the
it is
the Chrome driver.
See, new Chrome driver is one object created. It's that object exist for long time. Okay, it is not a local variable. If it is a local variable, it will delete or it will clear everything after execution of login. Okay, it is not a local variable. Okay.
Yeah, it's not a local variable, but here locally we are giving the value right here. So this value won't be passed to the subsequent methods, right? So there also we need to again give the value, right?
See, 1 second. Yeah, I understood your problem. Your doubt. Sorry. See, let me open this. See, it created an object when it is in login, but where it created inside a heap, and its address is returned and assigned to a variable, okay, which is of this driver, okay. So this object will exist for a long time because it is in heap. If it is in stack, it will delete. So once if it is available, we can access it. If it is a local one, we cannot access because it will, that reference we will lose. In earlier case, see this here one local driver variable we created, still object available in earlier case also, but that we are not pointing to that one. Okay. That creation of object can be anywhere. You can assign it to the variable of instance type, instance variable. If you assign it to local variable, local variable is there inside stack, which is referring to this object. When that login method execution completes, that local variable driver is deleted automatically. Still this is there, but we don't have the reference of it. That is the problem earlier.
Okay.
So you can create object anywhere. It's not a problem. But you assign it to the variable, instance variable, not to the local variable. Okay?
Okay.
What comes after the dilly and the nine? What comes after the dilly and the nine? The zillion and the 10? A trillion comes after. A trillion.
So it entered means it found the element. Okay. It is fail. One failure is there out of 3 test cases. Which test failed will see verify subject and verify to field. Both are failed. Okay. Sorry, verify subject field, not failed. Sorry. Only 2 field, 1 is failed. See here, 3 tests it executed. Okay. 1 test compose option passed, verify subject field. Okay, that is also passed. Another one, verify to field 1 is failing. Reason we'll see once. Okay, what happened to that one? So out of 3, 1 failure and no skips. Okay, and we'll see do we get any info from the console. Timeout after 10 seconds and waiting for the element to be clickable 2. Okay, this 2 element it failed to identify within the 10 seconds. After click on compose, maybe to load that page where we will enter after click on compose. Okay, this page will come, right? It is taking maybe more time. It is showing like unable to find that element within 10 seconds. We'll increase that time and we'll see. Verify to field.
Small jacket, it's a big one.
So whatever we have seen till now, for all those what we are doing is we are opening browser and then performing click operation and all. We have something called headless testing, headless browser testing. What we will do is we want to open any browser, internally it will perform all the operations without opening the browser. Okay, now how to do that one we'll see after this example. Okay, to field. It is for to field still it is failing. Maybe for to field if we enter, we have to enter the data also. If you do that one, maybe it will pass. Okay, it came to this to field and again it came back to subject field. Okay, let me see once. For to field, maybe whatever we have written the code. So one is enter input, correct? Two X path and two address. We entered those two. Still two field one is failing. Okay. Not with the time, maybe something wrong. I will check and let you know that one. Yeah.
So here like the timings, right? So it is already taking when we are initializing the driver, right? So it's already taking the 30 seconds, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Inside this
Declaration, Venkat wants declaration, like maybe is it like two
that
address?
time one, two address.
Yeah,
Okay,
two
two address.
address.
Why is it failing? Okay.
Yeah, maybe X path or something like that.
Yeah. Absolutely fine. Here we are giving 30 seconds. We saw it loaded also, right? Page loaded. Here X path of to field will see area label 2. Here text area and looks like something wrong here. X path or something is area label 2, correct only. X path also fine. Okay. And after click on compose, we are clicking on compose. After that we have to verify to field. Okay, to verify to field we are doing input. It's proper only if we see other code also. After doing compose, to address we are doing. Okay, and why is it failing, we'll see. From this verify subject compose. Compose. Then let me give priority. Okay, before going to that, we'll see something called priority. Okay, this time it executed in the order of this one. First one verify compose and verify subject, another one verify to field. What I feel is, see, when it is executing test cases, what it will do is it will execute in the alphabetical order all our tests. Okay, verify compose. Wherever you write, it will execute first. Okay, need not to write in the beginning. Okay, we will write this at the bottom. Okay. Though if you write at the bottom, it will execute first. Okay, that's why here if you see console output, first one is compose option, verifying compose option. Another one verifying subject field. When it enters subject field, maybe why is it not allowing us to verify to field, that we will see. Okay, so will verify to field first before verifying subject field. Okay, for that, how to execute this one? See here all are, it will execute by default in alphabetical order. Here compose comes first, subject comes next in alphabetical order, verify to field comes third one. If I want to set the priority, so first execute compose and then second one is execute to field and then third one is subject field. Okay, what happens we'll see. What I suspect is may or may not correct. So it is when executing subject one first because of alphabetical order. So it is entering something on subject, but through script when we want to go back to field, maybe it's failing there. Okay. So what I am going to do here is something called we have priority. I am going to set the priority. So I will less priority one is will be executed first. So I will set priority 1 to compose, priority 2 to field, priority 3 to subject, so that second test case verified field will execute. We'll see is it the issue or not. If order is that, okay. Generally you can execute in any order. It's not a problem. But if that design of that application is like after entering subject, if it is not allowing us to go to field, then it is the problem. Okay. So first one is so priority 0 means very less, that will execute first, and then in this case subject is executing first compared to field. Okay, before it executes to field, it is executing subject field. So what I am going to do is I am going to change the order. Okay, let it execute to field verification test first. Will it pass or fail? We'll see. Okay. So we have something called priority. We can set the priority to test cases. Okay, at the rate test. After that, you keep parentheses and then where is that? Yeah. You keep parentheses and then there is a parameter priority. If you add value to that, it will consider like priority. Always test engine by default what it will do is it will execute based on the test cases alphabetical order. Name of the test case alphabetical order. Okay. If you want to set the priority, you use priority parameter and pass it as argument to test case. Okay, the test which has very less priority will execute first. So this time also page loaded still it is wait. Okay, this time it entered the data and it passed. Okay, the problem might be this one. Earlier, if you see the order, first it is executing subject test case and then it is executing to field test case because of alphabetical order. Okay, when we run manually, when you enter subject and then if you go back to it may allow, but in case of running script, it may not allow going back. Okay, see here, field my test, and if you do manually it is allowing, but script wise it is not allowing. Okay, we'll see that one, why is it not allowing going back. Once if you enter subject first, why is it not allowing us to enter to field. Okay, it passed. Understood here what is the problem? After entering subject field, it is not allowing us to find the to field also. Okay, when script opens the session, it is happening like that. Okay, we have to see, or it is a issue with Gmail, that option. Okay, manually it's allowing properly. Okay. So if you want to execute in your interested order, you should set the